Hello everyone. Today we will be dealing with the plant Lajjalu, that is Mimosa pudica, which is the touch me not plant. The botanical name of Lajjalu is Mimosa pudica. In this, the genus name Mimosa means to mimic, that is the sensitivity of the leaves, and pudica means to hide itself when touched. Hence, this plant is also called as touch me not plant. And this plant belongs to the family Mimosaceae and it belongs to Babulacula. And this touch me not plant is sensitive to touch. Hence, the basonym of this drug goes like Sparsha Sankochitva Lajjashila. The leaves of the Lajjalu are sensitive, so they close when you touch the plant. Hence, it is called Lajjalu. Synonyms. Based on the habitat, it is called as Jalakarika, that is Jaliya Pradeshe Jata. That is, Lajjalu grows commonly in moist places, that is in Jaliya Pradeshas. And based on the morphology, it is called as Kadiraka, that is Kadira Sadrisha Patra. The leaves of the Lajjalu are similar to that of the Kadira plant. That is, the leaves of the Kadira plant and that of the Lajjalu are similar. Hence, it is also called as Kadiraka. Then, Shami Patra is one more synonym. This also means that the leaves of Lajjalu is similar to that of the leaves of the Shami plant. Hence, the leaves of the Lajjalu is similar to that of Kadira and Shami. Hence, it is also as the synonyms, that is Kadiraka and Shami Patra. Next synonym is Namaskari. It is called as Namaskari because it folds or it closes itself when it is being touched. Hence, it is called as Namaskari. It feels as if the plants, the leaves are doing Namaskara. Hence, it is called as Namaskari. The other synonyms are Samanga and Raktapadi. Next, the regional names of the plant is, in English it is called as touch me not plant, and in Hindi it is called as Chuyimui, and in Kannada it is called Nachike Mullina Gida, and in Malayalam it is called Tottavarti, and in Marathi Lajri. Next, Gana Vargikarana. According to Charaka, this plant Lajjalu belongs to Sandaniya Varga and it also belongs to the Purisha Sangrahaniya Varga. And according to Sushruta, it belongs to Priyangwadi and Ambastadi Gana. And according to Bhavaprakasha Nigantu, this belongs to Guduchiyadi Varga. Now, the habitat the Lajjalu grows in wastelands of tropical region in India. And it has two varieties, that is Lajjalu and Viparita Lajjalu. Coming to the morphology, the habit of the plant. The plant Lajjalu, that is Mimosa pudica, is a diffuse undershrub and it measures 45 to 90 centimeters in height, and the stem and the branches are sparingly prickly. That means the stem and the branches have thorns in them, small thorns, and the stem and the branches are clothed with long weak bristles from bulbous bases. Leaves are compound and they are sensitive to touch, and the petioles are 2.5 to 5 cm long, that is the leaf stalk petiole. Then the leaf is 5 to 7.5 cm long, and leaflets, there are 12 to 20 pairs of them, and each one is 6 to 8 mm long and 4 mm wide, and the leaflets are sessile and linear oblong. Now, the flowers are pink and globose head, that is, they are pink in color and they have a globose head and they measure 8 mm in diameter. Now, the fruits are pods. Now, the part that are most useful in this plant, that is Mimosa pudica, is Panchanga, that is the whole plant, and the Moola, that is the root. The chemical constituents of the plant are, in case of the leaves, it consists of leucoanthocyanidin, stigmasterol, flavon, glycosides, then alkaloid mimosin. The whole plant consists of targorins, beta-cytosterol and tannin. These are the chemical constituents. Now if we think about the rasa panchakas, that is the rasa, guna, virya, vipaka. The rasa, that it is tikta and kashaya rasa, and the guna is lagu, ruksha, and it is katu vipaka. Then the virya is shita virya. Now the dosha karma is pitta kapha shamaka, and the karma of the plant is that it is useful against atisara, rakta pitta, and yoni roga, and shofa, and daha, shwasa, vrana, kushta, and it acts as a sandaniya, and it acts as a rakta stambhaka. Action of the plant is that it is atisara hara, that it is useful in acting against atisara, and it is rakta pittagna, that it acts against bleeding disorders like rakta pitta, and it is yoni roga nashaka, it acts against the yoni rogas, and it is shofahara, that it is very useful in case of edematous conditions, and it is daha nashaka, in case of burning sensation also this drug is very useful, and it is shwasahara, in shwasa roga it is useful, and it is vranahara, that it is used in the treatment of the vrana, that is ulcers. Then kushtagna, it acts against kushta like skin disorders, and it is sandaniya, and it is a rakta stambhaka, stops bleeding. Now the rogagnata is that it is useful in yoni roga, atisara, that is diarrhea or dysentery, then rakta pitta, bleeding disorders, shofa, edema, daha, burning sensation, then kushta, that is skin disorders, then vrana, that is in case of wounds and ulcers, and in bhagna and bhagandhara also it is very useful. The therapeutic administration of this plant is that it is very useful in case of the disease like urustamba, where the combination of this lajjalu along with shalmali and bilva, if taken along with honey, it is very useful in case of urustamba. Then in case of antravriddhi also it is very useful. The paste prepared from the roots of this plant along with the excreta of the eagle is applied externally in case of antravriddhi. That is lajjalu moola along with gridravit, pralepa is applied. Then the matra or the dose of this drug is in the swarasa form, that is the juice form, 10 to 20 ml is used. Then in case of kashaya or the decoction form, 50 to 100 ml can be used. Now the different formulations or the yogas are samangadi kashaya, kutajavaleha, samangadir bilvadikwata, pushyanuga churna. Samangadi kashaya, it is usually indicated in case of atisara. Even kutajavaleha is useful in case of raktatisara and grahani. Then samangadi bir bilvadi kwata is indicated in pravahika and atisara. Then pushyanuga churna is useful in yoni roga. And coming to the research, the diuretic activity of lajjalu was identified, and then the anti-mumps virus activity of lajjalu was also researched upon. And that's it for lajjalu. And if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. And for more such videos, add your comments in the comment section. And thank you. See you soon.